So this is right outside of our hotel. It is another Kremlin. Kremlin just means palace in Russian. Evidently there's a bunch of these in Moscow. So we're gonna go check it out and bring you guys with us. Sound fun? Okay, so that last video, or that last clip was from our hotel, what it looks like. We're right at the entrance now. This place is ginormous. Just huge. You can get an idea of the people walking up to it.
A Russian man walking by thinks ginormous is a word now.
Ginormous is a word. Okay. So this palace was built in the 1600s by the current Tsar of that time. And it's not the Kremlin that, you know, all of Americans know of. It's just the Kremlin that's right by our hotel. So we've been looking at it for a couple of days and really wanted to check it out. We'll get to Red Square and the other Kremlin later. Imagine the amount of servants it took to take care of this place.
Poor people.
So we just walked into the courtyard. And this is to the left. It's pretty neat. Coming around to the right of the courtyard. There's a cool little pond here. Look at the building. Wow. Everything here is just huge and neatly architectured.
It makes Texas look tiny.
It does make Texas look tiny. I'm sure Russians would love hearing us say that. It's kind of odd because they obviously have the souvenir shops everywhere. But then also right here they have e-cigaboom, an electronic cigarette shop in this Kremlin. So it's kind of odd, the modern and ancient stuff all together. Amy really likes this tree. I don't know what it's all about. Locks with names. Of course, every country has their own tree locks with names myth, but I digress. Okay, for some reason we're locked out of this part, but you can see it's something I'd like to see at some point in my life. Here is the most beautiful part of the Kremlin that I've seen so far. Okay. This part of the filming is for my daughter Mackenzie. There are kitty cats all around the Kremlin. Yes, evidently they haven't been able to wipe those vermin out. I'm kidding. They're adorable. There's a bunch of them hidden over here. Oh, because they feed them. So evidently the Russians are fans of the kitty cats, much like the early Egyptians. This palace just keeps going on and on. We are walking around and there's no end to it. I can't imagine the amount of people it took to take care of this place. And it's kind of nice because there's hardly anybody here right now, but I'm sure it gets real busy. So I'm going through a tunnel because we saw other people do it. It's a reason to do everything in life. Every Russian smells like beer. I know that's not a hard and fast rule, but that's been my experience so far.
Oh look, all them.
Oh, there's a huge market down here. Capitalism is alive and well in Russia. This is is just one of the many shops that's over here. A lot of Russian Bibles, and the Russian Orthodox Church has a good handle on the Russian government here. Maybe I should buy one of the helmets. A lot of war stuff here. I'm looking at the pocket watches, and my friend here, he says that these actually work still, and they're from 1939. They're 30,000 rubles, which 3,000 rubles is $100. So I'm guessing that's $1,000 for a pocket watch. I am probably not going to be getting one of those. So this market goes on and on back behind the Kremlin. And it's got amazing stuff from like 1939, 1940s, things made in Paris, in Russia, of course, and everywhere. But it is priced accordingly. So, well, I'm looking at, old pocket watches and old cigarette tins and weapons if I can find them. Amy keeps getting drawn to the rings.
You know, I'm going to have my birthday while we're here.
You are going to have your birthday while we're here.
Throwing that out
yes. There. I see what you're saying. Anyone who wants to get her a birthday present. Oh, maybe she was talking to me.
Maybe.
They are pretty neat, and we did find one that fits me. I'm sure Amy's found a couple that fit her.
I have. Mm-hmm.
All kinds of old religious stuff. And really cool tea urns. The ones that you just saw aren't even the coolest of them, really. There's some of the cooler tea urns. Enormous ones. There are pipes like this everywhere. And they say they're 33 years old. And they ask about $100 for them. But haggling is definitely okay here. I've already haggled a couple of things. And they're definitely not 33 years old, so get better pipes on eBay at this point. There's a lot of really cool World War II era stuff, though. If it wasn't so expensive, I'll probably find something and talk them down to really cheap for my lovely wife. Okay, so she saw us videotaping, and all of a sudden the discounts are flowing.
This one silver,
This is really old silver, she says, and very differently made. She's got Amy's attention, as I'm sure I have the attention of many women seeing this video. It is really neat looking stuff.
It is.
And she's very nice. She speaks some English, which is handy.
This different design.
Yes, they are. They're beautiful.
This one complete.
Yeah, jewelry is everywhere here, as you would expect, and really old coins. It looks like they save all of their flea market stuff for the tourists, which is probably smart. We just came from over there, walked up here, and more stuff everywhere, and all of it old. I see down there they have some cool hats. It's tempting to get a lot of this stuff, but when you work out how many rubles it is, or how much cash it is, American dollars versus rubles, it's not cheap stuff. So to ask how much in Russian is skolka stoy, which I've learned real quick here. When I was going to visit the Kremlin, I didn't think I'd be looking at a flea market, but it's right behind it and connected to it, so obviously this is where they make their money. Suits of armor. I mean, there's really anything you want to get here. And contrary to popular belief, they're not all skinny in Russia. I am not alone. This is probably the third long avenue that we've walked down. This place is as big as the Kremlin, the money-making flea market. I know I'm recording a lot of this. But, alright, so if there are kids watching this video, I'm giving you 5 seconds to have them close their eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There are pictures like this everywhere here. It's definitely a more relaxed culture than ours. Okay, that's it. They can watch again. Hats with goggles. Everybody needs a pair of those. And gas masks, just in case, you know. The survivalist in me is thinking that might be useful. And this is the bear that I shot the first day we were here. I gave it to him to sell, you know, as a gesture of international goodwill. It's pretty ginormous. Amy, stand by that so that we get an idea. Thank you, Amy. Isn't she a gem? I'm wondering if I could pull off a fox pelt vest.
No, the answer is no.
Amy says no. That would look cool in our living room. So we just came from down there, way down there, and looked all around here, and they got the really neat buildings. And now we're going down this way to a whole lot more that we haven't even seen yet.
Eric's getting a hat.
Yeah, I don't think so. This guy would do great in Kirby. He pulled us out, grabbed a hold of her. You do look really cute. And he is pushing like crazy. Skolka stoy? 300 rubles?
No, 000.
Oh, 3,000 rubles. Oh, that's real fur.
Okay, 1 minute.
That's cute.
Excuse me. 1.5.
1,500 rubles.
Yes.
Also very cute, baby. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. 1,500 rubles. So that's about 40 bucks for this hat, which is, you know, what you pay for a hat. But Amy, $40.
Yes.
So,
This is bigger size. No problem.
but Amy says it's real fur, so I guess that's a really good deal. Anyway, we're probably not going to get it, but he's so eager. Okay, so these guys, they got shish kebabs, and they took me in.
Okay.
They got me to get it. He says he's from America.
Lady, come on. Ничего страшного.
Спасибо.
Oh, yes.
Oh, look at this. They're getting Amy in on it.
Photo.
Yay! Take a photo.
Okay.
Good.
Yes. My friend, заходи. Lady. Заходи.
Okay, here, babe. Real quick.
Oh, yes.
It's recording.
Okay.
Photo button.
Okay.
I got it.
There we go. These guys,
America.
they're movers and shakers here. They
Okay.
really wanted to sell us. Yeah, so we've been walking to the mall that's near the hotel a couple of times now, and we had no idea that this place was right down the way from us. It's a lot more fun. Amy's pretty exhausted, but she's gonna have her procedure tomorrow. So, anyway, thought you guys would like to see this vast Russian market that we're walking around in.